Woke up, I look at the computer say, Floyd say, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what do you say fuck me for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fucking fiance. Say fuck that nigga.
Well, most of the time, he has a lot of enemies, so it makes it a lot more harder. People are more afraid to work with you, or people they just look at you a certain way when they don't even know you.
50 Cent.
This video would probably go on forever if we listed every person 50 Cent has ever made fun of. However, given how many feuds he has actually participated in, let's look at some of his more famous ones. 50 Cent has had some of the most memorable feuds in hip-hop.
Came in the rap humble. I don't give a fuck now. I serve anybody like niggas who hustle up. Damn, coke price go up, capsules come down, the D's running my grip.
What could be a greater description of the combat-ready rapper than his lengthy spat with Ja Rule? Different accounts from the two rappers make it hard to determine how this started, but we know how it ended. Furthermore, these few tanks did not just. In the early 2000s, Jay's career had a significant impact on how we were perceived in the hip-hop community. For these two, it wasn't just something to divert attention from their camps. In 2000, they got into a fight in a nightclub. And in 2018, 50 got stabbed by members of Murder Incorporated. However, that wasn't the end of it. In 2018, 50 bought 200 front row seats at a Ja Rule concert just so they could stay empty. He would later admit that he couldn't help but purchase the tickets due to their low cost.
So cheap.
Okay. 50, did you ever hear back from Ja Rule after you bought the 200 front row seats of his concert just so they would be empty?
I love the shade you
love that.
Ja Rule, of course.
Yeah, but it was like on the wasn't it? I just happened to see them on the
on StubHub or something.
Yeah, like it was like this for you to buy it, and I was like, they was so cheap, I might as well just buy it.
However,
his feud with Ja Rule became one of his most memorable, but his feud with the game elevates it. It all began when Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine wanted to introduce the game to a larger audience. To that end, they cast the rapper in the 50 Cent Superstar Group unit. From there, they heavily involved 50 in the game's project, giving him credit for writing 2 songs on the album.
2 songs on the album.
Crip niggas, blood niggas, essays, Asian, Dominicans, Puerto Rican, white boys, Jamaicans, Latin kings, disciple, vice lords, Haitians, all these motherfuckers.
This is how we do. We make a move and act a fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love.
Fresh like, Impala, chrome hydraulics, 808 drums, you don't want none. Better run when beef is on, I pop that trunk.
Things went great for a time, but after 50 Cent's album was delayed so the game could unleash the slaughter, the situation quickly went south. Later that year, the game declared he wasn't taking over 50's debt, and a few days later, 50 fired him from the Hot 97 live show.
You know, he had issues with Joe Buttons, then he runs into him in a club and they're taking pictures. He had issues with Memphis Bleak, then he ran into Memphis Bleak. In Miami, it was no problem. You know what I mean? See, this is the truth. You know what I mean? The facts. This is the same facts that I talked about on Piggy Bank. See, I'm not a fake person. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. You see what I'm saying? And for me, he has a lot of inconsistencies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's incredible that he would...
And naturally, the game addressed the rapper.
Standing on the outside looking in, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, y'all. I just want to tell you, I love your music. You doing good, man. Keep up all the good work and all of that.
Man, it's all love, homie.
All right?
All right, baby. Thanks for calling.
All right, one.
Who's this?
It's Toad, Far Rockaway.
What's up, baby?
I just want to know what's up with Game, what's up with him and 50. 50 talking real greasy, you know?
What exactly? What'd he say?
Somebody asked him where Game still with G-Unit. He said around the block. He said across the street around the block. He said, he said, next album he ain't doing nothing for you. You gonna sell like 500,000 copies.
That's what he said?
That's what he said.
Wow. What you think about that, man?
Game, don't hurt this cat. Don't hurt this cat, man. This is a clown, man.
Hey, yo, man.
Rockaway.
Trust the game and don't back down without a fight. When his crew arrived at the studio, there was a gunshot that resulted in one unidentified person being injured. Both rappers have continued to harbor animosity for one another, and there's a positive probability that this won't alter in the upcoming months or years.
gangster enough for me. And if you got something to hold on to, then you be gangster about that and you ride for that. But as far as just being a stone cold gangster, Al Capone, Tookie Williams, one of them Harry O, motherfucking John Gotti niggas, man, it's a rap for that shit. This ain't the age for that. I laugh at them niggas these days, man. Cause I got niggas that slap the shit out of them and take everything they got.
But 50 Cent has a history of feuding with his own son, Maris Jackson, in addition to musicians. Maris was born in 1997 to 50 and Shenika Tompkins. While their relationship appeared to be wonderful at first, it ended in 2008 after a very tumultuous split. Eventually, 50 Cent lost custody of his son, but he was still permitted to see Maris once a month. Fast forward to February 2017, when Maris, now a young man, releases a different song in which he criticizes his father.
Way later, down the line, that's fine. I lost my pops, he's still alive. Say it for a different song, a different time. It's funny how everybody know me sit and chime. It's crazy how what they speak of helped me write these lines.
Before the song's release, Maris appeared in an interview with Wrap Up, where he discussed his complex relationship with his father. He claimed that it completely fell apart when I was probably around 10 or 11 years old. He wasn't around much, so as time went on and certain things happened for me, I just started feeling differently about him. Growing up, my father was my superhero. He would take me to school, watch television, and do other things. It was like having a father who was sort of Superman. That's what happened with me and my father. He's still alive, but I can't remember our most recent conversation or the last time we even had a dialogue. 50s eventually responded, saying that his ex-wife Shaniqua had fed him lies about him, a claim that the woman immediately denied.
I love him, man, right? Like, it's my baby. But when the boy is 18 years old, it's big, I already expect him to identify with what's going on in front of him. That it's really how your mother feels about your dad, not anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, even his passion for basketball at this point, I'm taking him to go play basketball when he ain't big enough to jump or to throw the ball toward him.
This took an even crazy.
The rapper took some time to clarify his side of the story, but this took on an even more bizarre turn in 2018 when he said that he wouldn't have had a bad day if his son had been hit by a bus. For those who are unaware, Supreme and F50 are enemies, and even the authorities acknowledged that Supreme was a major factor in the shooting of Fifth in 2000. The reasoning behind this was straightforward. If Maris was hanging out with the man who had previously been married to death, then Fifth also wouldn't. The rapper eventually posted on X again, trying to justify his actions by saying that he has no ill will towards anyone on Earth, and that the people Sheena's son looks up to and associates with are a reflection of the negative energy he embraces towards me. I paid his mother $1.36 million in support to give him opportunities I never had, and 2 years later, 50 said that he would rather take 69 Ine as his son. Oh, that one stings.
Yes, sir. Yeah. No, I ain't heard from 6ix9ine.
Connecting with people.
He's his mother's child now. He told on everybody.
Whenever they need to do it online. Because it gives customers.
He better than Marquise, though. I take him before I take my actual father.
And the following day, Maris replied, labeling his own father as foolish.
They're stupid.
Did he just say he would claim a rat? Oh, nah, I don't want no parts of that cheese y'all eating over here, big fella. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't know what y'all got going on over there. That's some other shit. Stupid!
Okay, everything returning to the music. Did you know that 50 had a falling out with some members of Unit, arguably one of the most popular rap groups ever? Unit 2 had its share of turmoil. Before Young Buck started disclosing the group's disputes in public, 50 had to kick the rapper out of their friendship. Buck believed that this was the quickest method to resolve conflicts, but 50 wanted the group to resolve every disagreement they had privately so that the media wouldn't learn about it. A list of 50's feuds wouldn't be complete without mentioning his well-known feud with Jay-Z, which started back in 1999 with the song How to Rob, when he later claimed that he never received any royalty checks from Unit Records. This was a little too petty, and while Lloyd Banks was working on his album HFM 2, 50 asked that the rapper put Eminem on, and when he refused, he was also kicked off the group.
What Jigga just sold, like 4 milli, got something to live for. Don't want a nigga putting foe through that Bentley coupe dough. I manhandle case like dope. Get on the ground, you ain't with Mary no more. Where you getting?
Although the rappers' feud ended in 2003 when they embarked on a united tour and even appeared at Screamfest in 2006.
More Louis V, my mama couldn't get through the mill.
the drama, people suing me. I'm on TV talking like it's just you and me. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosby's, I ain't go to heal, man.
It got a new start.
Fit didn't have a clear reason for dissing HOV back in 1999, and we could say the same for his feud with Weezy. For the majority of his early career, 50 was around to annoy the younger rapper. In fact, he once called Weezy, because the rappers got featured by everyone. The feud took a new turn in 2009, when FY claimed to have a king complex and claimed that his music was only good for the golf course. He also claimed that he won Grammys because of his wife Beyonce. Although this beef has been relatively quiet for the past few years, the No Diddy situation took it to a new level, and Fit has been trolling the rapper whenever he gets the opportunity.
And he just gotta, I feel like a whore sleeps with whoever will pay him.
Okay.
So we gotta call him a whore. If you'll just go with whoever will pay you to be on the record.
Sadly, it ended on a positive note because 50 has also faced off against Nas P, Diddy, Fat Joe, and Fifth, and indicated that they would collaborate on a project in the future. West Caney, even Oprah Winfrey, and Rick Ross.
Oprah Winfrey.
Hey guys, I just saw a very unfortunate situation that took place in Canada, and I wanted to say to everyone, that I hope that brother made it home safely. I hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world, that part where the young guy went he did this little move and shit and got knocked out right there. That does not reflect him. That reflects his camp, and he might need to go get the Dream Chasers or the 305 Killers.
Canada, the boss back. The boss is back. Vancouver, we finna shut down. You heard me? Them Luke Belaire bottles on ice. That rum, that Bumble.
However, Tony Yo claims that none of these feuds had a greater negative impact on his life than his feud with Jimmy Hinchman, the record executive in charge of the game at the time. After Jimmy's son was jumped in the middle of the 50 in the game feud, the executive became increasingly violent, hiring men to kill 50 during the music video for the song I'll Still Kill. Fortunately, the gun jammed, allowing the rapper and his crew to escape before things completely spiraled out of control.
Was the filming of the 50 Cent and Akon I'll Still Kill video.
Oh. On the paperwork, and Henchman and them were supposed to come through, and I guess they gun jammed, but we had guard on that side, and they backed out on the hit, but we had straps too, and that really was it.
You said they had silencers?
Yeah.
And this was part of the actual report that came out.
Woo!
50 had those battle scars for real. It seems sense that no one wishes to oppose him.